Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video on my channel. Now as we fans been waiting to hear something from Capcom for an upcoming Resident Evil game. Now they haven't made any official announcement, however a new leak has just been surfaced on the internet. Now in this leak it claims to know that Capcom is actually working on another Resident Evil remake. Now which Resident Evil game that would be, let's find out together in this video. Now before I start the video, if you do end up liking this video and the content I've made on my channel, do give us a thumbs up on this video and do subscribe to my channel so I can make more of these videos for you guys. I just want to give you a disclaimer that this leak might not be true or might be fake, and if that's the case, just always take any leaks with a grain of salt. But this leaker claims to be a Japanese playtester who's played a demo of this Resident Evil remake, which was being given to him by Capcom to get a feedback so they can improve on the game mechanics as like any other game developers do. Now the information he provided that the next Resident Evil remake which Capcom is actually working on is Resident Evil called Veronica, and he played a starting demo of the game where he talked about a brief information as what to expect if this information is true. Now he further claims that the game is actually going to play in a similar sort of style as Resident Evil 2 remake, which actually makes sense with the third person over the shoulder mechanics, and I think it would work with the remakes, and I think they're going to continue. If any remake they're going to be making moving forward, it's going to be a third person shooter, so I think that's what he claimed, that it's going to be playing in a similar style as Resident Evil 2 remake. He also elaborated that Claire's having post Raccoon City trauma, which we think we've already seen that with Resident Evil 3 remake with Jill Valentine, and Leon also had those moments at the start of Resident Evil 4 remake. He then added Claire's actually looking for her brother Chris Redfield, and she apparently goes to this Umbrella's building where you can actually get to explore the office area, and you try and escape, and eventually Claire get captured and she get moved to Rockford Island. And then from that point we see Claire is actually trapped in this prison at Rockford Island. We get to meet Ricardo, who would eventually let Claire Redfield go. Then Claire meets this mysterious guys who get killed off by a fallen debris, and then from that point you get to explore the prison area. Now apparently the prison area has been expanded, it's quite vast, you can actually explore quite cells, and at the end of those prisons and the cell rooms you actually get to meet Steve. So it means we're not going to be able to see Steve on those cringy moments at the prison area. And then he seeks out to Claire to let him free, which Claire is a bit hesitant at the start, but then eventually they get on and then she helps him escape from that prison. From that point onwards, Steve and Claire manage to escape and they go to this save room, and from that you can actually either play as Steve or Claire Redfield. He then confirmed the two characters is going to have their own skill sets. For example, Steve would eventually be a faster paced character compared to Claire Redfield, and he would be able to dual wield two pistols. However, he won't be good with puzzles and he won't be able to mix herbs. On the other hand, Claire would be really good to using knives and would have a faster and better aim compared to Steve, and she will be able to resolve a lot of puzzles by finding the hidden objects which Steve won't be able to. Further on, Steve also would be able to use some sort of stealth and would be able to help with the complex passwords, whereas Claire Redfield won't be able to. So I think those two characters are going to have their own skills which would be needed throughout the entirety of the game. And then he confirmed the demo was ended at that point. Now this leak seems to be far too good to be true, because these are the improvements we've been asking Capcom to make if they're ever going to make a remake, because especially the characters like Steve, which was a criticism of original Resident Evil called Veronica. So if you take this leak as accurate, then it seems to be a massive upgrade, a massive overhaul from the original Code Veronica, which I think it deserves, especially with the dual mechanics where you can use or play two protagonists at the same time. So what do you guys think? Do you believe in this leak, and do you think that Capcom is actually making a remake of Code Veronica? Please do let me know in the comment section down below in this video. So that's it for the video guys. I'll catch you again with another video on my channel. Until then, look after yourself, have a good one.